So let's find something cozy to sit on, something that makes us feel comfortable. And think about your hips. You know, if you get tight right here in your hips when you've been sitting, make sure it's maybe a little bit higher. And you might also put something comfortable down for your knees, your shins, your ankles. So let's just take a second to get comfortable. Oh, let's try a few deep breaths. So if it helps you to focus on your breath, close your eyes. And I want you to start thinking about a little bit of space between your inhale and then a little bit of space after you let your breath out. See if you can move these breaths through your nose. As you're breathing, see if you can explore feeling a little more even from right to left. So if it feels nice to kind of rock your body a little bit, as you inhale, as you exhale, just feeling your weight shift from the right to the left. And then we can evenly let our weight ground. So we'll use your inhales and your exhales to help guide your movement, guide your practice. So let's bring our palms together before our heart for a moment. And then begin, inhale, take your arms all the way up. And then we're gonna exhale and sweep your arms all the way around back in front of the heart. Go ahead, feel if you can your palms come together. So you could try doing these movements with your eyes closed. So you'll inhale, stretch, take two arms all the way up. And then exhale and let the arms open all the way out. And then bring the palms together without needing to look. So you'll inhale, come up, and then exhale. Feel the palms, feel the arms moving through space. Good, let's inhale, come up. And then exhale, palms together once again. Good, and then we're gonna open the arms all the way out. Bring the palms together overhead. And then back down in front of your heart. Let's try that pattern a couple times. Arms opening wide, arms moving up, fingertips coming together, palms moving down. Good. Inhale, arms moving up, and then palms coming together down before the heart. So now with your hands in front of your heart, let's interlace your fingers. Take a big breath with your hands here, your palms pressed firmly on your collarbones, on your heart here. And then exhale, reach out, and you can move your heart space a little bit back. So creating a little concavity there in the back. Inhale, open your chest and heart as you press your hands here right into the breastbone, and then exhale, reach your heart space back as the fingertips move out. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale, reaching out. Beautiful. Bring the palms now back before your heart. And then see about taking your two hands, keeping the fingers interlaced on top of your head. And once again, just gently rock your weight side to side. So we know these little rocking movements can have a really calming effect on your body and on your mind. So just take that, just slow dance here for yourself, with yourself, for a moment. Good. And then rest, feel your head reaching up towards your hands as you elongate your spine And then exhale, reach the palms up towards the sky. And then come back down. Let the hands rest on your head for a moment. And then exhale, push, reach the palms up towards the sky. We'll do that one more time. Resting your hands on your head, feeling your head reach up toward your hands. And then exhale up. Good. So now we'll bring your palms back behind your head and just hold them there for a moment, letting your head feel supported. Letting your chest and shoulders adjust and open up. You can now let the elbows move wide, feeling a stretch in your shoulders, and then moving right back to center. So you're gonna open, reaching out, and exhale, come in. Let's try that one more time, opening out. Now exhale, bring your elbows in and let your head come down so you'll stretch the back of your neck. And then we're gonna inhale, let your head and your neck and maybe even some of your chest lift up towards the sky, feeling the back of your head supported by your hands. And then we'll exhale, round over once again, the weight of the hands, aiding to lightly stretch the neck. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And exhale, coming down, down, down. Good. Take a moment, rest your hands here on your thighs. And then we're going to inhale, stretch, reach your sternum bone, your chest up. And exhale, round over. Feel a little space between your shoulder blades. So inhale, come up. Big movement, feeling your abdominals stretch out. And exhale, moving back in. Let's inhale, up and out. And exhale, back down. With your head resting down, take opposite hand and elbow. And then you're gonna sit all the way up and create a little twist through your back as you stretch. Oh, stretch your arms across your body. So you wanna feel this stretch in your shoulders. A stretch through your back. Inhale, moving center. Good. Exhaling to create that little twist. Now from here, take your arms all the way up. Create a little circle here with the arms. Good. And let the arms circle all the way around the other way. Let's exhale, bring the palms together once again. And then slide your fingers down. So I'm going with my right hand down to my left palm. And reach your fingers back with a little bit of pressure that you're applying with that top hand. Good. Just letting your wrist stretch. You know, Alden likes this one. Good, and then slide your two hands. So now the opposite palm is coming up. And then you're gonna apply a little pressure and really stretch your wrist. Tricky part, try to relax your shoulders as you do this. Sometimes our shoulders will get a little wonky. Let's just see if they can relax. Very nice. Let's go ahead, take a second and just wiggle through all of your fingers. Maybe letting your thumb touch your pinky, touch your ring finger, touch your middle finger, index finger, and then from there, just lightly circle through your wrists, perhaps then also circling through your elbows, opening through your chest, and exhale, roll the thumbs back, and then roll your head and your thumbs forward. So you're gonna take your head and your thumbs back, letting your chest open, open, open. And then exhale, rounding all the way over. Let's try that a couple more times. Inhale, opening your chest as the thumbs roll back. Exhale, coming under. Last time, inhaling up. And exhale, rounding under. Let's inhale up. Sweep the two arms up. Stay nice and soft with your elbows. One hand to a wrist. And then you're going to pull towards the pulling hand. And just feel your back. Begin to stretch, relax, release. Pay attention to where you feel some tightness. Move back through your center. Opposite hand to your wrist and stretch all the way out and over. Good. Inhale, return to that center position once again. Now take one hand to your opposite knee or leg and create a little twist. Maybe even moving your eyes behind you so you get a second to stretch your eyeballs. Inhale, sweeping the arms back up. Let's come switch sides. Remember to reach your eyes to that furthest corner back behind you. Good. Inhale, return to center. One hand to opposite ear. Let this rest for a moment. On the side of the neck stretch. Good. We'll exhale, release. Opposite hand to ear. And then we're going to inhale, take your two arms all the way out. And then let your legs come meet your arms so that you'll stay with your knees bent. And again, you can be in a chair, you can be anywhere that's helpful for you. We're going to pull one elbow down and then pull the opposite elbow down. So you want to feel yourself kind of reaching elbow towards your knee all the way over. Inhaling up, exhaling over. Inhale and exhale. Good. Try this just a couple more times. Good. Let's pause on one side for a moment. And you can apply a little pressure with that bottom elbow to open your chest and more deeply stretch. Good. Let's inhale, sit it up. And exhale, take it over and onto the opposite side. You can roll that arm back. Good. Let's inhale, sit up. So now you're going to let one leg come in and the opposite leg reach out. And then let's just come towards the leg, the extended leg, and then away from it. So you can come towards the leg and then away. Good. Coming towards the leg and then away. Let's pause away from the leg. Let the bottom arm come down. Open the chest, really stretch. Good. Let's inhale, sit up. And stretch towards this leg. Top arm can float over the ear. Good. And then we're going to inhale, sit up. And just create a little twist toward your extended leg. And then walk your hands, your fingertips out. Good. Keep energy in the center of your heel at the extended leg. And then inhale, sweeping, bringing that arm all the way back up. Let's go ahead and now switch the position of your two legs. Good, your arms can float up and you can now float towards the leg and float away. So just thinking about this as like a little rocking action to help you loosen your torso, loosen the hips. Help the mind, your body just relax. Good, let's move away from the top leg or your extended leg. Open, stretch. Inhale, sitting up. Exhale, stretching towards the leg. Good. Well, inhale, sit up. Exhale, twist towards this leg. And again, feel your weight in your foot towards the center of your heel here. So you want to feel this part of the heel being able to really anchor into the floor. Beautiful. And then we're going to sit that right back up and then try reaching two legs out. So let's just open for a moment. Open through two arms, open through two legs. Reach your thumbs and your pinky toes back. Good. And then we'll exhale, come bring your weight a little forward. Ear towards one shoulder, then towards the other shoulder. Okay, just allowing your neck to continue to release. Let's take one arm up in the air and open the chest. Yes, beautiful. And then exhale, bringing that arm down. Take a little, apply that pressure on the bottom, and then exhale, lift all the way up. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Let's exhale, bring your two legs together. Good. And then just take a second. It's like hug yourself into a little ball. And then we're going to inhale, take two arms up, twist towards the side of one leg, and then just let your back continue to release onto that side. And then we'll inhale, take two arms up, create a little release towards the opposite side. Inhale, two arms up, extend one leg out, and then bring your hands down on the floor, anywhere that feels good. Allowing your back to move forward, a nice long forward bend. Again, don't worry about an agenda. No one has to touch their toes. You just want to feel the lumbar moving a little closer to your shin bone. Good, we're gonna inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, pull the leg in, slide the opposite leg out, and come take a little fold over this leg. So same thing. Reach through the toes. And then we'll inhale, bring ourselves all the way up. Let your two legs extend. And now just sweep, let your spine move forward. Feel length in the back of the legs. So the femur bones are kind of melting down towards the floor. And then we're going to exhale, bring ourselves up, bring our knees in, and then come off of your blanket, come off of your prop. You can unfold that. And then let's just come to rest over it. So you can let this is my right side's gonna come face the computer and let your head come down towards the floor. So we're gonna begin with your hands on your knees. Be helping the legs stay together. And you can just create a little rocking movement. So I'm creating just like a small circle. And it's showing me, where my low back is a little sore. Good. And then from there, once you've circled the legs one way and then the other, slide your hands down to your thighs. Stretch and extend one leg up and then move that leg in. Stretch and extend the opposite leg up and then move in. So applying a little pressure here, your femur will help you get a deeper stretch through the back of your leg. So just feel that for a moment. Good. So now we're going to pause with one leg lifted. And then let your hands come down that leg, just anywhere that feels comfortable, like a good stretch for the back of your leg. Give it a few breaths. Exhale, allow the leg to release. Move your hands here, back behind the opposite leg now. Maybe the shin comes a little closer to you. Beautiful. So now we're going to let your hands here come to your two legs. Let them stretch up. And then maybe take your two hands to your shins. Finding a little length in the backs of the legs here on this plane. Allowing your tailbone to reach away from the top of the head. Excellent. And now we're going to bend the knees. Open your arms into a little T shape. And then exhale, let the knees come over to one side. And then you'll bring them right back up. So let's inhale as the knees lower. And exhale as the knees lift. So you're going to inhale, the knees come down. Exhale, they lift right back up. Inhale, we're going to the other side now. Your head can move in opposition if that feels good to you. See if you can feel a little release in your palms through your fingers. Beautiful. So now we're going to pause with your two legs right back up. Let the arms come into your side. And then you're going to let yourself just create a little bicycling action with the legs. So don't find this, you don't have to force or push. Just let the legs feel like they're floating in your hip socket. Feeling the back, the neck, the torso being able to release into the floor. Good. Why don't we bicycle the other way? And then let's put both feet lightly down on the floor. Pause for a moment with your feet down here. And then with one foot, I just want you to feel it kind of spring from the floor, almost like you were jumping. You're just going to push down and lift up and staying really light with that foot. Sometimes we don't get to have that experience of jumping and not feeling a lot of impact. So just lightly lift that foot. Make pretend like it's jumping. Beautiful. Let's set that foot down. Opposite foot is going to also now jump. Pretend jump. Good. So I want you to feel the toe ball heel land, springing up from the floor. Beautiful. Now we're going to take two legs. See if we can, with 2 feet, let's just jump 10 times, nice and light. Wonderful. Place both feet now on the floor in line with your sits bones. Let your hips and pelvis rise up. Take a couple breaths. And then allow the pelvis to return right back down to the floor. You're going to inhale and exhale. Push up with your pelvis and down with your feet. And come all the way back down, feeling each vertebra of your spine. So you're going to push down and lift up. Letting your body feel grounded, supported in that movement. And then exhale, slowly letting each of your vertebrae return to the floor. Let's try coming up again. Hold this for just a couple of breaths. Exhale, release. Good. Hug one knee. I'm going with my right over my chest. And then I'm going to use a big exhale, lift my nose up towards my knee. Good. Let the opposite leg now stretch out. Good. You can lift the heel up from the floor. Just hold this movement for a couple of breaths. Good. And then we're going to rest your head for a moment. Let the opposite knee pull in. Now you'll exhale, lift the head and chest, taking your nose to your knee. Now come let your head rest for a moment. Hug two knees in. And kind of, if it's comfortable for your hips, squeeze the knees a little closer together, really hug them. This will feel like a more intense stretch here in the front of your hips. So go easy. And now let's exhale, round up, take your nose a little closer to your knees. Good. And now you'll exhale, head comes down, two hands back behind the thighs, and then see if the tailbone wants to come up this way. You can give this a few breaths, releasing your sacrum, your low back. Let's now exhale, let your tailbone return to the floor. Hug the soles of your feet together. And then use an exhale to reach one leg out. Feel that whole leg get a big stretch. And then we'll bring that leg right back in. Stretch and reach the opposite leg out. Good. Use an exhale, bring the leg right back in. Now we'll let two legs move out. Good. And then right back into your center. Now with your feet over your chest, can you lift your head up towards your toes? Can you bring your feet just a little closer to your head? And then exhale, release. Let the soles of the feet stay together and the hips open up down on the floor. Good. We're going to stretch, reach your arms overhead. And then roll to the side where you can face the computer just really comfortably. Small little roll. And then let's lift your top leg up and just let it float down and up in your hip socket a few times. Just feeling the outside of the leg and the inner thigh here, working, supporting you. Good, let's bend this knee, let it come in closer to your shoulder, and then reach it back behind you. So you're gonna pull in, exhale, reach the leg back behind you, pull it in, and reach it out. We'll pull it in and reach it out. Good. Let's hold the leg behind you and let it kick back so the heel is going to come towards your sitting bone just a few times. Good. Now you'll let the hand and the foot travel together. Can hold this here and just let the hip really stretch, the knee joint really stretch. Good. And then we're going to bring your knee forward and your top arm back for a bit, just giving that a big. Good. And then from here, we're going to open this top knee up towards the sky. Good. And then see if that leg can come down and up just on that diagonal a few times. Good, so you keep the knee joint facing up, and in fact, if it helps you, put your hand there on the inner leg and let the leg kind of get a little bit of guidance from your hand. Good, and then you can try a big stretch here of this hip. You can now lengthen the bottom leg out. And then exhale, place a foot there on your thigh bone. Take your top hand up to your bottom hand. Maybe lift the bottom leg up from the floor. Then we're going to bend your two knees. Push right back up. Good. So now I can roll your torso towards the floor and let your hips stay pretty relaxed here. Let your head come up. Good. And then let's just slide the legs around to the other side. Let the bottom knee be soft here. So it's just letting you stay stabilized and relaxed. And let this top leg now come up, and you're just gonna lightly let it lift. So I want the rest of you, or the hope is here that your torso can relax. And you just feel this nice bit of sensation through the gluteus medius, your very good balancing muscle, and through your inner thigh, which also really helps support a healthy balance through the legs. Good. Let's inhale, bring the knee in, and then exhale, reach the leg behind you. So you're kind of going from hip flexion, the knee coming up towards the shoulder, and then exhale, reaching the leg behind you, the knee pulling in, and exhale, reaching the leg out. Good. Try that just a couple more times. Good. And then let's pause with the leg extended behind you. Bend and straighten the knee. And just feel your heel reach toward your sitting bone. Good. And this time we're going to pause and put that heel kicking back. Take your hand to your ankle, get a big stretch here. And then from here, let's let the knee travel forward. Good, and then let your top arm travel back. Taking a little twist. Long exhales, relaxing your jaw. Now when you feel ready, go ahead, hug this knee up. So the knee is going to kind of reach up towards the ceiling. From here, we're going to kind of guide the leg, and the leg is going to lift and lower. And you can put your hand here, just letting it run up and down the inner leg so you feel the inner leg continues to open out. Good. And then we'll exhale. Let the hand here come anywhere on the leg that feels comfortable. The thigh, the knee, the shin. And you can reach up through the heel. Perhaps let the bottom leg lengthen out. Wonderful. So now let's let your top foot come down to your bottom thigh, and your top arm comes over your ear. If it feels nice, you can now let that bottom thigh just lift off of the floor. Good. And then you're going to exhale, bend the knees, bring them in. Two palms beneath your shoulders. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, rounding. As you round your back, let's come onto all fours. So in your all four position, let's reach your hips back. Oh, let your low back get a nice long stretch. And then we're going to exhale and let your hips move forward and the head move a little bit back. Let's inhale again and then exhale, reach your weight all the way back. Inhale, come, let the weight move forward. Great, let's inhale, hold. Now let your sternum bone come all the way down to the floor. Inhale, coming up. Now this time let the top of your head come down to the floor. Pushing back up with your hands. Now let one knee slide in between your hands and let the opposite thigh reach back. And then you can melt your hips forward and take your head back a little bit. And then we'll come and stretch all the way down over this leg. You can use both arms, pushing right back up. And the exhale, curling your back toes behind you, sliding that front knee back, and then we'll let the opposite knee come forward. As you reach this thigh, really feel that thigh. You can use your back toes to help you lift the thigh and reach it back. And then from here up. And then exhale, come reach out over the leg. And then with 2 hands, we're going to push right back up and feel a big back bend. And then pushing with your arms, we're going to lift our hips. One final little child's pose for you, just letting your hips melt down towards the top of your feet. And then bringing your 2 knees in, and perhaps crossing your ankles, letting your weight move back over your feet. We're going to come get ready for a little Shavasana. So I've been really enjoying opening my chest here with a little cushion. So you can come prop back or just come to rest on the floor. Find a way to make yourself comfortable. Letting your thighs release, the arms release. Take a few big full breaths, expanding your heart, your lungs. Feeling your rib cage open up. Take a couple more bigger breaths. Maybe hold your exhale just a moment or two longer. And then when you feel ready, just begin to lightly wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Circle the ankles and the wrists. And drawing your knees in, up. You can now roll to one side. Press up with your arms. And find ourselves in a seated position. You can bring the palms together before the heart, bow the head, close the eyes. Your practice is a gift, everyone. Thank you. Enjoy your evening, especialmente el mía. Namaste.